Yo, what is going on, you silly soul rock? Today we're taking a look at Inteleon VMAX and the upgraded kind of gains from Vivid Voltage, which is that Telescopic Sight tool card, allowing our snipe attacks to do 30 more damage to our opponent's bench Pokemon V or GX. So Inteleon, main attacker in the deck, got the Hydro Snipe for 60, but the main attack we try and use is that Max Bullet for Water Colorless, 160-60 to one of our opponent's benched Pokemon. Now with this Telescopic Sight, we're usually sniping Vs and GXs anyways. Now we're doing 30 more damage, so we're 2-hit KOing Crobats, 2-hit KOing Dedennes, 3-hit KOing stuff like Zacians even, if we want to. Against Eternatus, we can kind of just start focusing down 2 Eternatus VMAXs now, or even like 2-hit KO Crobat, and like chase a Zigzagoon later on or something. But it offers a lot of new options to take knockouts and kind of routes to win the game. So this is the build I've been playing. Super straightforward. The only attacker is the Inteleon VMAX. 4-3 of that, 4-3 Frosmoth, 2 Dedenne, 2 Crobat, 2 Bucket, 4 Great Ball, 2 Calm, 4 Quick Ball for the Pokemon Search, 2 Switch, 2 Air Balloon for the pivot, for the mobility in the deck. 2 Switch, 2 Air Balloon there, 2 Training Court to recover energy as we play throughout the game, 10 Water Energy, 3 Telescopic Sight, 3 Boss, and then 4 Marnie, 4 Research, best draw supporters in the game. And that's it. That is the build. Super straightforward Inteleon VMAX. I wasn't a huge fan of the deck before. I'm not the biggest fan still a little bit to play around with it. It doesn't feel like it's broken or anything now that it's gained Telescopic Sight, but it definitely feels like a buff compared to what the deck used to be. Telescopic Sight definitely feels like the card got a pretty big upgrade. So let's go ahead, let's get into some games and let's try the Sight. All right, getting into our first game here. We got the Crobat start, which is obviously not optimal, but it's not that big of a deal. Can definitely survive with that. Up against a Dragapult deck. I usually find this matchup to be pretty favorable, actually. I almost feel like Inteleon is kind of a better Dragapult deck for the most part. There's a Snom. We do need to get out 2 Snom here off the start. They usually play quite a bit of energy control, so I want to keep my Training Courts around, like Crushing Hammers and stuff. So yeah, I want to keep my Training Courts around. Yeah, we have to double Snom because if they VMAX next turn, they can KO a Snom. They only got that 50 HP. Oh, this hand, pretty good. The draw we got was pretty good. Bucket, 2 energy. Go ahead and attach 1 to the Inteleon, Sight to the Inteleon. Air Balloon active in case they Marnie us. I don't want to lose it. And then we can go attach Dedenne change next turn. I could have Dedenne changed this turn as well, actually. Maybe I should have even. But there's not too much more I could have done. So if they just play a Marnie on the turn, I basically wasted the bench space and the cards I drew would just go back into the deck. So it didn't make a whole ton of sense to Dedenne change there, I don't think, because everything would kind of just go back into the deck if they just had a Marnie for the turn. Here comes that Max Phantom. Goodbye Snom. We get a Calm, but that's not going to be any good with our current hand because we only have that 1 Pokemon in Dedenne. So we have to go with the Dedenne change. Frost or Snom, no Frosmoth. We got a 3 Research. You're going to have to let these other 2 Research and other 2 Water Energy go. Looking for that Frosmoth. Still no Frosmoth. Gosh, this is awkward. I don't know what to do from here. They're gonna KO my Snom again, KO this. They'll draw 3 prize cards, go down to 2 prize cards next turn. Unless I do something. But I don't even know what I can do. Sheesh. Could run away to a Dedenne. But that's the 5 prize cards right there. I think I just have to let them KO this Crobat, to be honest. Hope they don't have boss for double Snom KO. I do not see a better route here. So I'm going to go ahead and pass. Yeah, we did not get the turn 2 attack. Our opponent did. So that's going to put us in quite a spot. But our opponent doesn't have too much else going on. There's a reset stamp. We definitely like to see that because our hand was terrible. Did not have anything close to what we needed. And I'm actually curious as to why they stamped me there because our hand was so bad. Definitely seems like it would have been better to have just like left my hand as is. Knowing I just kind of didn't do anything last turn. But we'll take it. We'll take it for sure. Switch, there's a Jirachi. Okay, so they definitely have a U-turn board in hand. There is the Evolution Spray, so we know it is probably this Lycanroc build of the Dragapult deck. They're actually giving up a Dragapult here for a Crobat. They're digging deep. I have no idea what they're digging for. Oh, I guess they haven't played a supporter yet, so they're probably looking for Boss to KO double Snom. And to be honest, that would probably just kind of win them the game. So if they can get, oh, that's pretty annoying too. Stops our Training Court from coming into play. Yep, that's pretty annoying as well. There's that Rockruff. Here's a Research. Thankfully, not a boss. because we probably would have lost if it was a boss. Crushing Hammer, that's a heads. That's going to be difficult to deal with as well. We don't have a ton of energy left, so I almost definitely have to attach this one to my Inteleon V here, and then kind of go from there. Another Dragapult. We are about to lose our Air Balloon on our Crobat here. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. I held off on the Training Court because I thought they might be playing Power Plants, but no, it is the Chaotic Swells. There goes down another Snom. They have 2 prize cards left, and we have a Dedenne in play. So this is not good at all. If our opponent never finds boss, we can probably be fine, but I feel like that's a pretty tall order to ask for. All right, there's a Great Ball, finally. Maybe an out to a Frosmoth. We only have 1 Frosmoth in the deck. We did prize 2 of them. That's a Crobat. I guess I'll take it and use it this turn. We can go bench, attach, throw the Training Court into play, and then Crobat for 4. Hopefully finding an out to a... Well, Inteleon VMAX doesn't hurt. The Air Balloon also doesn't hurt. Those are both very good draws. We need 2 energy and a Frosmoth. They have a pretty big hand. Let's go with the Marnie. I feel like I have to disrupt them. I just have a feeling. There's Frosmoth, but not enough energy to attack. We can get Dedenne, though. We're not out of it yet. Of missing an attack again. We can go grab Dedenne, and then we need to get our bucket or 2 of our 4 water energy. Hopefully just the bucket. I mean, the bucket works great, so let's get a bucket. Lose our Training Court here. Dedenne change. Bucket. Got the bucket. All right. Still in it. Go ahead and thin out the deck as much as possible. I don't know how many Pokemon are even left. Not a whole ton. But nothing we can utilize, so don't need those cards in the deck anymore. Okay, our Inteleon is loaded up. Finally. Treat. And we have the max bullets. And we just hit the other Dragapult here. I can't think of a better target to hit, so we're just going to go ahead and hit that other Dragapult. If we hit it again, we go knock out 90 more to the bench Dragapult. Then we can just go max bullet KO that Dragapult. Here comes a Crushing Hammer. All right. How many more of those do they got left? 1. But they still have this Lycanroc to work with as well. I think they can actually just run us out of energy. If the Training Court had stuck, if we'd been able to get the Training Court in play, or keep one around, we'd be in a way better spot. But, oh man, I think they're actually just going to run us out of energy here. Yeah, not an aggressive start, and we're slowly running out of energy here. Or very quickly running out of energy here. We only have 2 energy left. So we need like top deck, a Marnie, or a Research. Switch to our Dedenne. Get the energy. Do we have any prize? We have 1 prize. So if we can go KO this, snipe this, take 1 off the prize cards, we can live through 1 more discard. But we basically have to top deck Research or Marnie here. And then knock this out and put 90 more here to even have a chance. So 100% we got to top deck one of those 2. We're out of buckets, so we can't top deck bucket into the water. Can't top deck a single water energy because we don't have another one to work with. So it has to be a Marnie or a Research here. The boss could stall us some time. What do we want to boss here? Probably just bring up the Dedenne and hope they can't move it. Hydro Snipe. Yeah, if they can't move it, we might have a shot. So bring up Dedenne, hope it doesn't move. Still kind of have to get that. Nope, there's the retreat. So they can move. Here comes a Research. They discard this energy. We're going to go ahead and concede because we don't have enough energy to attack anymore with the Inteleon. Well, we could use Hydro Snipe, but Hydro Snipe is not going to win this game. Okay. They've officially ran us out of energy. We're going to go ahead and concede this one and move on to the next. Not our game here up against the Dragapult. It just was not that smooth turn 2 attack we're looking for. All right, getting into another one. We won the coin flip. I have been choosing to go first. And it's been going okay to choose to go first. This Crobat start obviously not that great, but besides this kind of Crobat start right here, it's usually been pretty good to go first. It's usually felt pretty good to go first. So we're gonna go first here. Do have the Research. So if this just finds us a Snom, no, that's not what we're looking for. We could just grab this Frosmoth though, and we can calm them back in. Just grab ourselves an Inteleon and a Inteleon V and a Snom here. And then we have the Research for next turn and a bucket to work with. So I'm kind of content with just holding off for a turn now that we've top decked the Research. We got that option for that turn 2 attack here. Go ahead and pass to our opponent here. See what they got. They have this Electrike. I feel like they're maybe playing the Manectric draw engine in their deck. The Manectric from the new set Vivid Voltage Evolve, and you can draw 3 cards. But what are they pairing it with is kind of the question. We see the Electrike, but what else do they got to go with it? I doubt it's their main attacker, unless its attack is better. I never really read its attack. I only really read its ability. So we'll see. Maybe they got something. We'll see what else they got to go with it, because I'm assuming it's got something else to go with it. I'm sure it's not just the Manectric that they're attacking with. Well, there's a Rhyperior V, so maybe some kind of Firebox. There's the Manectric, the high speed ability. When you play this Pokemon to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. I haven't tried it out too much myself, but I'm definitely curious to give it a shot. You can play with Scoop Up Nets, and you kind of just sit there and chain high speeds for draw power, which is kind of cool. And it's nice to have just kind of like the... Oh, so it is you got Colossal in here as well. So it's a Colossal deck. Colossal Rhyperior V. Looks like the build here with the Manectric draw. We'll see how this goes for them. They don't have a fast way to set up the Rhyperior, so it's interesting that they even play Rhyperior, to be honest. Okay, there's the pass. What do we get? It is a Marnie, but I think I'm going to go with the research here, especially with how slow of a turn they had. I'm going to grab one of these and discard it, because then it makes Training Court an out to find energy, or an out to get energy. It's going to take 1, put it in the discard pile, and ups our outs of energy by 2, because we could... Whoa, this hand is awful. Attach, bench another Snom. Yep. No options here. Pass. I guess we're gonna have a slow start ourselves. Yeah, our opponent had a kind of slow turn 1, didn't do a whole ton, but it's not like we did much else ourselves, so we're gonna go ahead and match them in that pace on our second turn here. We got nothing going on. There's so much we'd want to get going on here as well. So this is pretty unfortunate for our situation. There's a Marnie from our opponent, so super thankful for that. I probably should put the Telescopic Sight on my Inteleon there. That was probably a mistake to not have done that. There we go. That is a lot better to see right now. That is way better. That's what we're looking for here. Unfortunately, our Crobat is probably going to go down here. As long as they have an energy to work with the Primate Wisdom. We are weak to that fighting, so... and it looks like they're digging for the draw support. Here it goes. Manectric draw 3. First time I've been able to see it actually happen, because yeah, I haven't seen anyone play this yet. Or I guess there was that Dawnfan deck the other day that I played against that didn't. There's the net. So yeah, this is a draw engine I definitely want to try out. I don't know what deck it would be best in, but it's kind of cool. So definitely seems worth trying out. Let's see if they hit the energy to KO my Crobat. I'm really hoping they whiffed, because those 2 prize cards would be a big difference in the prize trade. Yep, they did hit. I think they RNG'd into that one, though. I don't think they had that. They didn't set that up there, I don't think. But play a decent amount of energy. It's not the most ridiculous thing. I've done it quite a few times myself, so not that surprised. All right, research. All right, we got the Moth. We do not have the Inteleon VMAX yet. Let's go check for it real fast. That is a whiff. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and Training Court, grab this energy. Unfortunately, we have to lose another boss here. I think I could get a Crobat instead. We check how many boss do I have in the discard pile? 1. I don't want to lose that next boss, I don't think. I want to keep the bosses around. Go bench, retreat, and then we can evolve it. Now it'll have 2 retreat costs, so we had to retreat first. Crobat, let's get ourselves an Inteleon VMAX here, shall we? There we go. That's what we're looking for. Go ahead and thin out the deck. We can throw 3 water energy on this bench Inteleon V as well. I don't see a reason not to. Then we can start that max bulleting. We could take out the Electrike if we wanted to. I mean, taking away all those options from our opponent seems pretty good to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the Electrike. I'm not sure if this is the correct play, but I mean, they could draw +3 cards next turn, or I could say, no, you can't draw +3 cards next turn. So I feel like taking away the +3 cards next turn is gonna be a pretty big deal, especially if they're looking for like Malwin Lanas and stuff to like heal this Colossal, which is something I really don't want to have happen. We don't even 2-hit KO this thing in general. So we really don't want it to get healed. Yeah, they're going after my Crobat again. So now I really have to avoid putting a Dedenne in play here, because otherwise that'll be those last 2 prize cards for my opponent potentially. Let's see if they have the energy in hand to work with, though. Or are they going for another YOLO off the top? Hope they hit the energy on this next eruption shot. We'll see here soon. But yeah, I don't want to give them They definitely can't put Dedenne in play. Cannot put Dedenne in play anymore. They get the Electrike, but if they bench it again, I'm just going to snipe it again. They do bench it, so I guess I am just going to snipe it again. But now my prize trade can become 160 more here, snipe this into boss up to Guru, KO Guru, snipe the Colossal VMAX actually. But I'm also in a position where they could boss KO my Inteleon V, I guess. So I actually kind of want to evolve this to a VMAX, because otherwise I could just go boss win the game next turn, and that doesn't sound very good to me. So I think I am going to Marnie to try and find another VMAX here. There is the Dedenne, but I don't want to put that down as well for the same reasons. Although it would be a little bit harder to KO Dedenne because we need the energy as well. We got the VMAX, so we're safe there. We do not have... I'm going to go ahead and play this to shuffle the deck a little bit. We do not have a out to Dedenne or an out to boss. So I want... The Dedenne was on the bottom of the deck, so I want to shuffle the deck to give ourselves a chance to top deck it. We will take out this Electrike again, limiting their options on their turn. Once again, taking that thing out so they have limited options. That's a Frosmoth. So no out to the boss, which we had in the last hand, but I think making sure we get this thing VMAX so they don't have a win con on this turn. They literally can't win the game this turn. They need at least one more turn to have a chance to win the game. Take out their draw power again. If we get the boss, we do have a win con lined up. We can boss the Oranguru, knock out that 60 or 90 snipe, I guess I should say, because we do have the Telescopic Sight. They only have 10 more HP, so any kind of damage will do. But yeah, it would snipe for 90 there, and then we can knock that out, and that will be game. But getting that boss is going to be the problem here. We don't have an out in hand. We're living off that top deck. We do have like what, 3 quick ball, 1 great ball left, and then 2 bosses orders. Yeah, and there's a boss and a Dedenne on the bottom of the deck, so we want to shuffle the deck that turn with the great ball to increase our chances of this top deck being that boss or that Dedenne to help find us the boss. But we'll see. We'll see what our opponent gets here. Now they're setting up the Rhyperior here with the Drill Run and the Heavy Rock Artillery. I'm not super scared of this guy, though. Yeah, that guy does not concern me at all, really. There's another VMAX. That's what I thought they would go to set up, but they're opting for this guy. So that means they're pretty much definitely attacking with this Colossal VMAX this turn. Just hitting us hard, and then looking to knock out boss, knock it out in the next turn. I guess that's why they're setting this up, because they knew they weren't guaranteed a VMAX. And they're probably more likely to find that third energy for the Drill Run than the VMAX. So they're like, all right, I'm going to hit this guy for 240 or 230, I guess, because they have the Stadium. And then hit it with another 90 with that guy. There's that quick ball. Go get ourselves the Dedenne. We find the boss. Oh, we have 1 boss prize. We have 1 boss in the deck. If we find it, we win the game. Let's go for it. Can we get the boss? Yes, we got the boss. There we go. Max bullets. 4 prize turn. Yeah, that Electrike Bent on the last turn was a little bit questionable for my opponent for sure. And we fully punish him as we get that prize trade by going KO the Oranguru now and then get that 3 prizes off that Colossal VMAX and we get the dub. All right, into another one. Once again, going first, won the coin flip. So want to be like, well, we're going to go for that turn to attack. And unless we're up against something like Pikarom is something we kind of lose to no matter what, because they want to go second and like turn 2 or turn 1 Electrify with the Boltons. Like against a Senna Scorch, they do generally want to go second, and we would like to go second if we knew what we're up against. But versus most other matchups like ADP and stuff, going first just can kind of give us a huge advantage. Maybe not with a hand like this. Triple Research, I feel like we've seen this before. I feel like we've seen Triple Research before in these games already. Hopefully we don't get too punished when we lose them all next turn. I guess we could Marnie as well. This is not the kind of start we're looking to have against the Eternatus deck, though. Definitely trying to look for that turn to attack, which we have no option of here because our hand is literally all draw supported. So we're going to have to settle for a turn 3 attack here, probably, which is not optimal, but it's just going to have to go with it. This is why I'm kind of torn on the going first versus going second thing, because if we go first, I feel like we get hands like this a decent amount of the time. It's like, well, we wish we had gone second because we could have played that draw supported to find those extra cards, you know, give us a chance at actually playing the game to like set up for the turn 2 that we want to set up for. And then the games where we just go first, we have these and we're just like, well, yeah, we wish we had gone second. I feel like I just repeated myself twice there, but yeah, we wish we had gone second. It feels like they're playing Slowbro V and Garbodor. I don't think I've ever seen that before. This is the first time for me. The Slowbro V and the Garbodor in the same deck, so it's definitely a Poison Eternatus. This is the most poison Eternatus deck I think I have ever seen, actually, because I got this guy that poisons, and then just in case, you know, that poison messes up, if there's a glitch on PTCGO, you got Garbodor that's gonna hit him with the poison as well. So yeah, it's definitely the most poison Eternatus deck that I have ever seen. Trying to poison you from the active spot, from the bench spot. Most definitely have Toxicroaks in here, so more poison damage. Rough research there from our opponent, losing 2 research. We were almost in that exact same position until we top decked our Marnie. Looking like we would have to get rid of 3 researches as well. And there we go, 10 damage from the poison. What is our top deck? Water energy. Treating Snom doesn't really do a whole lot, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Marnie. Yeah, triple research in my hand. I don't want to lose 3 research, so we're gonna go ahead and put those back in the deck. This hand follow-up, not what we're looking for. Putting quick ball away in energy. Need to go with something like a Dedenne here, I think. Just draw a lot of cards, try and find our Inteleon. Go ahead and put the Training Court in play, and then let a change. Can we find ourselves an Inteleon? Not yet. Did find double Frosmoth though. Frosmoth. Gotta save the sights though. That's something we definitely gotta save the sights. Attached to Dedenne. Crobat for 4. Can we please find an Inteleon V? Looks like we should be good. Quick ball away this energy. I want to save this combo to get the VMAX, plus maybe something else actually, because we actually once again kind of are lacking draw support here. Throwing on this Inteleon, attach the sight, and pass to my opponent. Yeah, we're lacking draw support once again. So we might have to be like Great Ball for something, Dedenne change again. It's not that big of a deal, but definitely not what we want to be doing. But if we got to do it, you got to do it. It's the way we're drawing cards sometimes. So we will do it if that's what we have to do. And this matchup is kind of scary, actually. Oops, there's a boss. Where are they going with this? They're chasing my Inteleon here. There's the bat. If they get VMAX, they need a lot here, though, off this bat to actually get this KO. They need, like, VMAX, switch card. They need a lot. They need a lot. We'll see if they get it, though. We do play 2 switch. I play 2 Air Balloon, 2 switch. For kind of situations like this where the Telescopic Sight with the Inteleon ends up in our active, we can't Air Balloon it. Or we don't want to Air Balloon it sometimes because it has that Telescopic Sight. So we want to be able to switch it out, which is what we might be doing here. We'll see here in just a second. It went ahead and poisoned us. Okay. There's a quick ball. So we're going to start with the Great Ball here. There's that VMAX. VMAX we're looking for. Quick ball away this. I kind of want to use the boss. We have 2 switch in the deck. I just want to bring up this Krogunk and knock it out so they can't do too much damage with the poison. It's a little bit risky. We don't have to play the boss until after we Crobat, though, so we can Crobat for 5 first and just kind of see what we get and then decide if we want to play a draw supporter if we draw one, or if we just get the switch, we can go boss switch. So we didn't get the draw supporter. We're actually, our bench is full at this point as well, so we're living off this one Inteleon VMAX as well right now, which is not optimal either. Go ahead and calm back in the Inteleon V. Check. I guess we could discard one, actually, to be honest. I should have played the Great Ball. Actually, it's like the same thing. Should play the Great Ball first, though. Yeah, we can go ahead and discard it. If we get that other Snom here, we're going to discard that as well. Then I can stay. All right, research. Yeah, we kind of just, our bench is kind of full now. We got the switch, though, so that's good. How much HP does it have? At 180. We could actually go... I mean, hitting this hard seems pretty good here, to be honest. I'm scared of getting knocked out by poison damage on the following turns. We could just like send up a Frosmoth and hit this with a Frosmoth, to be honest. And make room for another Inteleon. I kind of like that, actually, a little bit better. And hopefully they will knock it out. Go ahead and Training Court. Except the Inteleon. Yeah. Roar Beam. 30. Once again, we are stuck with another hand without draw support in it. Besides potentially Great Ball for Dedenne. But would be nice to get a Marnie or a Research. We should be pretty close to one of them. Yeah, we should go ahead and hit this, I think, with the Frosmoth. I kind of like this play because it sets it up so we can just open up a bench space and then put them on that 5-card prize trade so they can't go. The problem with putting them on a 4-card prize trade, like if they left a Dedenne in the active, is they can go boss and ignore Inteleon completely. We don't want them to be able to ignore Inteleon completely. If they want to go boss, that's fine. Yeah, we can't let them ignore Inteleon completely because then we'll pretty much just always lose the game. We're kind of hoping that they have to dig for this turn to setup stuff, and then they get the knockout, and then kind of go from there. They could also just choose to do nothing until they find boss. But now we have boss, so we can boss hit something if we want to. Problem once again is still that our bench is locked. So we are in a position where if they don't knock this out, we can't set up another Inteleon. We're really hoping they knock it out. And then we have the boss option, so we can knock out kind of whatever we want, and we'll decide where we go from there on that turn. I don't even know. Probably the Toxicroak is going to be our target, to be honest. Like, Toxicroak, don't really like him. He does too much damage. There's 10 poison damage, and we've got 320. Yeah, so if this guy gets set up, they're doing 30 poison damage, which they'd be 10 short. Yeah, I don't like the idea of Toxicroak being set up. So we'll probably take out the Croak with the boss here to prevent my opponent from KOing us through the poison damage. They got the boss here. Ugh, super unfortunate for us. Now I don't even know what to do, to be honest. I guess we attack with this Inteleon. How many energy do we even have left? We have enough energy to attack with this one still. So I guess we attack with this Inteleon. I mean, they're down 2 boss now. Super unfortunate that they found it. Yeah, we just got a max bullet. I'm gonna hit the Croak because we want to take that out, I think, still. Take away that option from my opponent to get a 1-hit KO on my next Inteleon VMAX. So we're just gonna do this, and then we're gonna send up Frosmoth, hit them, and then look to set up this next Inteleon VMAX. Hopefully this does get set up, and they don't have another boss to chase it, and they have to go through the Frosmoth at that point. Yeah, hopefully they don't find another boss to then boss around the Frosmoth. Hopefully they gotta go through the Frosmoth, or just give us time to set up our VMAX. That would also be fine. And then we're gonna go knock this out, because actually the 30 damage here is a big difference maker, because right now we're doing 160, which is 320, and then the 30 damage will actually get it to that it gets to 350 total, but we only need 340, but that works fine. Here are their cards. All right, so Frosmoth goes up. Gonna draw. There's a research, but we lose our boss, which doesn't sound good. But I do need a setup, so I think it's just gonna have to be okay with losing the boss. I'll have to find a new boss. Actually, we don't need boss yet, because we're gonna go KO. Grab this Inteleon. Just go ahead and discard it, because if this thing dies, we lose anyways, so just gonna have to hope it doesn't die. Let's see. Our last boss is in the deck as well. Let's go. 2, 3. Training Court to take away my opponent's Dark City. Don't give them that free Dark City. Recover our water. And then, yeah. Beam. Hit for 30. Now, next turn, like I said, we can go knock out this. Knock out this. And then we still have... unfortunate part is we still have 2 prize cards left. So maybe we can't go that route. Is there another route to take, though? I don't see another route. Knockout, knockout. We could go knockout 90 here and then go knockout, knockout, I guess. But they have 50 poison damage right now, so I don't think we can afford to do that. I think we would lose to poison damage then. That's the problem here, is that plus 50 poison damage means they 1-hit KO our Inteleon VMAX. So I feel like we have to KO Toxicroaks. We could try and go... We could go KO 2 Toxicroaks. Nope, that wouldn't work. We could go knock out Eternatus, set up some on the Crobat, but that doesn't work because then we lose to what's it called. We're just kind of in a bad spot no matter what, right? This just feels bad no matter what. I don't see a a good line of play here ever, with only 1 boss left. If we had 2 boss left, we could do something like hit the Crobat, bring up a Crobat, hit the Crobat, knock out Toxicroak into KO this, KO Crobat. But we don't have that line available to us because we only have 1 boss left. And I think it's going to be our top deck, or if not, it's going to be the next card. But yeah, this does not look good at all. It looks like we're kind of just in a bad spot in general here. Not a whole ton of outs. We don't even have our Inteleon VMAX yet. That's over on the bottom of the deck now. So we're going to have to Marnie to get that. I just don't see a win condition. We're going to have to like boss something and hope they can't move it, but they have Dark City, so they can move it. I don't know, man. This does not look good. I'm trying to come up with something, but I don't have anything. It's kind of a slow start from us has kind of led to, yeah, this situation. Also, the back-to-back bosses from our opponent. We were really hoping they had to go through the Frosmoth on the last turn. They did not. There's our boss. But I don't think we can afford to use it this turn. Not that I see anyways. It's got to be Marnie. We have to knock out the Toxicroak. Maybe I'll get something off my prize cards that completely changes what I could do. I guess I could have benched this Inteleon to set it up. We could have set up a 3rd VMAX after this one gets hit potentially. And then that would have actually been an option. So maybe I was a little bit hasty. Maybe that's what I was, a little bit hasty to maybe discard this Inteleon V. We have a VMAX left. It might be in the prize cards, it might be in the deck. I'm actually not 100% sure. But we could have set that up after this guy gets hit, theoretically. It's also possible that they just have a boss and win the game anyways here. We did get the VMAX out the prizes, so then we could have gone like switch into this one. Hydro Snipe. Nope, that doesn't win us the game ever either. We Hydro Snipe that. I just don't think there's a route here ever. I don't see a route. I don't see an out. Maybe our opponent has to like by accident press done. Maybe that's the only thing we have available to us right now. Because I do not see an out right now at all. We're just a little bit too far behind, I think. And no chance to really get back into it. Yeah, we're just a little bit too far behind. No chance to get back into it, I think. Everything has a little bit too much HP. Once again, I'm still trying to come up with anything. I don't think we have it, though. We're doing 160. We had like a Zigzagoon in here. They did bench this, but I'd have to have a Zigzagoon. Here's the Stamp to 2 now. Reduce our options by even that much more. Still trying to come up with anything, but I don't think there is anything. Unless I'm missing something, but I think that's it. I can go ahead and hit the concede on this one. And I'm gonna do it for these games with the Inteleon. They were like some close ones. A lot of it really comes down to us like getting that turn 2 attack off. I might switch it up and start choosing to go second again. I'm still unsure about first versus second. But going first, sometimes it just feels like you really wish you had access to that draw support on your first turn to set up for a turn 2 attack. And sometimes your opponent isn't going to get everything they want on their first turn, even if they go first. But yeah, it's going to do it for the games with the Inteleon VMAX. It does feel better with the telescopic sight. But like I said in the when I was breaking down the deck list, it still doesn't feel like, you know, it's quite there alongside some of the other top tier VMAXs that we have in the format, like the Eternatus. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the games. If you did, give the video a like. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.